Welcome to Time 414. Today we're going to be talking about the power of apologizing. And this is not getting your teens to apologize. I'm sorry for those who are hoping for that, and that is always wonderful when that happens. And that'll be a video in the future about how to make an environment where they want to apologize. Not necessarily like getting them to apologize, because we're not going to get into, you can't really make somebody. I mean, I made them when they were kids, but that was different. And then we talked about why the apology is important. Getting off subject here. Anyway, today we're talking about you as a parent apologizing. Sorry if this is a scary topic. Sorry if that was too close. Okay. One of my kids had a friend over, this was years ago, and I apologized for something in front of them. I don't even think I apologized to the kid that had the friend over. I think I apologized to another one of my kids, because I make mistakes. I'm human. I make a lot of mistakes. And the kid that was over at my house said something to my child, and they were like, "Whoa, did your mom just apologize?" And my kid's like, "Yeah." I mean, to them, it's a normal occurrence because I apologize when I'm wrong. Part of that, leading by example. If I want them to apologize, they should see that this is what is done. But then also, I mean, it's just the right thing to do when I'm wrong. I apologize. If it's something, that I can make right, that I messed up, then I try to do that. And then I try to do better in the future. And, this is a discussion in my house, and especially the things that I get wrong a lot. Like, I am not good with time. I've taken my children more than once to a birthday party on the wrong day. I once planned a trip for us, like as a whole family, right? My husband took time off work. I got these train tickets on this sale, so super exciting. We were going to take the train and just go, do stuff in another town, but like the train was the big thing, the experience. I told him the wrong day. My husband took time off of work on the wrong day. We were at the train station. Yeah, I had the wrong day. It was still a good day. We hung out, and I took the kids the next day when our train tickets were actually good for. But anyway, that's besides the point. Oh no, actually it is the point. When I apologize to my kids for something like that, I make sure and tell them I am working on it. There's just some things that I'm always going to be a little bit flawed at. And that's okay. That's something they should know, because there's going to be things that they're going to be flawed at. And the moral of apologizing and having that discussion is so that they know that I am trying, but I'm still going to make mistakes. That's good for them to know. That's good for me to convey to them. Let's switch gears here a little bit. I want you to think about, let's just step out for a minute of this parent-child dynamic, okay? And I want you to think about yourself in your life when somebody does something wrong, whether, you think it's intentional, whether it's accidental. When you see that it's wrong and they see that it's wrong, you hope for an apology. And there's some people that you expect an apology from, especially those closest to you that should care most about you and that shouldn't want to hurt you or to damage things in your life. You kind of expect an apology. Like, it means a lot. And it means a lot also if they don't, because then you feel like they don't care as much. So why, as parents, sometimes do we not want to apologize? And I know there's an old school of thought, and sometimes our pride, whatever is speaking this to us, that if we apologize, that we lose something as our parent status, right? Like, we're not as powerful in their life or something because we've made mistakes. But the opposite of that is true. We're showing them that we do make mistakes. We're building that trust with them, to where, when they make a mistake, they'll feel more comfortable coming to us because they know that we can acknowledge our mistakes. I mean, how would you like to apologize to someone who always thinks they're right? It's not pleasant. I mean, I've done that to keep peace or, whatever. But it's not pleasant when the person always thinks they're right, and then you're apologizing, and then you get that little attitude, I mean, not that we do that as parents, but your teenager. We might as well, for how they're going to receive that. Even, if they apologize, we say thank you. But if we don't apologize first for things that we do, it's just not quite the same. So here's some things to remember with your teenager, if you're very afraid of apologizing and having them see you as less of a parent, okay? It's not just a thrown out, sorry, okay? It has to be meaningful so they know you care, or else your apology might as well not even make it if it's just sorry, because they're gonna feel more like it's an untruth. It's gonna do more to tear down the trust than it is to build it. And besides apologizing, it's the right thing. We do want to build trust with our teenager. There's part of being a teenager that automatically starts to distrust your parent. And although we don't feel like we should have to prove ourselves to these people, we've been taking care of them for a long time. We have to keep showing them we're trustworthy, especially when we want them to trust us. We feel like it should be inherent, and it's not all the time. So keep that in mind. But we're not apologizing just to build trust. We're apologizing because we're wrong. Okay, so we're going to walk through this. We do something. We actually messed up something. It wasn't even a mutual, like there's a lot of times I mess something up and my teenager messes something up. But let's go, we just totally messed up. We told them that we would get them the poster for their project, and we forgot. We had a million things going on. We didn't mean to, and honestly we feel a little overwhelmed, and we feel maybe like they could have went and got it. Okay, but if we didn't first establish that we expected them to go get it, that doesn't matter right now. If we gave our word and we said we were going to get it and we just plain forgot, we were wrong. Okay, it was a mistake, but we were wrong. So we go up to the teenager and we say, I'm sorry, I forgot. I was overwhelmed. I mean, I could give you all the reasons I forgot, but I just forgot. So now we're going to make it right. I know it's going to put you behind on getting ready for your project, but we're going to go get that. Or I'm going to have DoorDash bring it, or shipped, or whoever. Somehow I'm going to get you the thing that I said I was going to get you. Okay, so now we've apologized. We're making it right. Okay, so now what are we going to convey to them for in the future? You're like, hey, in the future, I might mess this up again, because sometimes I am going here and there and there, and I just forget. So, in the future, maybe we'll set up a text, like an auto text, to remind me when I know I'm going to be about in the vicinity of the store. Maybe next time I'll just give you the money and you go get it. Maybe next time, whatever options you want to put in there. There was a time when I had kids doing so many projects, I just bought the poster board in bulk. At that particular time, they had it at Dollar Tree, the standard, the trifold, and the foam. So I went in one day and I spent, I think, $15, and I just grabbed a bunch of them and kept them at the house. And that was my solution, because I kept forgetting when I said I would have it here for them. So whatever your solution is, but now think of your teenager. Of course, they're probably last minute doing this project, but again, that's irrelevant if you said you would get it for them. So they're sitting there and they're probably freaking out because now they have less time, but they know that you meant the apology. They see that you're making it right, and we got a plan for the future. I mean, how great is that? What trust building that is for them. And they know in the future when they mess up too, they have just seen how to make it right. I mean, apologies are great as long as they're meant and they're backed up with the thing to fix it and to fix it going forward. Never underestimate how powerful an apology is, especially with your teenager. It's going to keep building that trust. It's going to show them how to behave when they do stuff wrong. It's going to open that door for them to feel like they can come to you for that. It's just great. And it's the right thing to do. I apologize. Am I too close? Is that better? Okay. Are we ready?